Hey, welcome back to an all-new episode of Construction Secrets with me, David Windsor. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this YouTube channel with your friends. You can also head over to davidwindsor.com, get free downloadable templates that I'm giving to you for, yes, free. All I ask in exchange is that you like and subscribe and share this with your friends. That being said, my name is David Windsor. If you don't know already, I'm a general contractor here in Park City, Utah. And I've been in business for about 18 months now, and in those short 18 months, we've accumulated $15 million worth of new residential home builds. We build new custom multi-million-dollar homes in the wonderful ski town of Park City, and we're fortunate enough to have landed in this area. I was born and raised here, but to earn work here, and I come from the commercial world, and I'm taking those skills as of 18 months ago and started my own construction business. And my purpose of this channel is to teach you things that I believe that are going to make you successful in your construction journey, things that I think will make you successful in your construction business, and things that we personally do within our company. And I'm not saying we know all the answers. We definitely don't know all the answers. I'm just here to document our journey and share with you the things that we're doing, and hopefully that can be of service to you along the way. You can also leave some comments below, things that you think we could do better, anything that I'm talking about that you've experienced yourself. I'd love to hear your stories. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and definitely share your thoughts to this YouTube channel. Unless your thoughts are just talking shit, then appreciate your thoughts, but we don't need your shit. Go somewhere else. That being said, today I want to talk about just being super resilient. It is 2022 and the market has not gotten any better as far as the supply chain. It is insanely difficult these days to get things landed on your job site on time. And I was in sales for a long time, and I had a great mentor, and this guy just taught me, did you call him? Call him again. Call him again. Did you call him again? Did you leave him a text? Did you leave him a voicemail? Call him again. Call him again. Don't ever stop calling them, because people are busy and you need to be the one calling them the most and making sure that you're at the top of their list. And so the thing that it's just about being pleasantly persistent. You're nice every time when that person picks up. You're not a jerk. You're not like, hey man, I've called you 15 times. Or, hey, good to hear from you. I know you're busy, but I just had a couple questions for you, even though inside you're a little pissed off. But the resiliency I'm talking about is, not taking something for an answer as, well, it's on back order. It'll be here whenever. Like, for instance, we're closing on a house. We're going for like a CO next week, and this homeowner is under the gun. They ordered their own cabinets, and the cabinets took longer than we expected. And so no fault of ours, but this house has been delayed extremely because of this custom cabinet maker that they went with. And so now their loan is maturing, and it's go time, and the cabinets are being installed today, but we're going for a CO next week, which so the house won't be fully ready by the time we get a CO, but we're doing every item possible, and we are down to the wire. And one of the items that we need is the interior fire strobes. Where we live, it's required that you have fire sprinklers in your house within the city limits, and that's just city code. So they have fire sprinklers in this house, and the fire strobes, the interior fire strobes that, when there's a fire in the house, whoop, whoop, those things are on back order for 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months. Who would have thought? We didn't think that, but we can't get a CO without those. And I've called every place, in Utah, and they don't exist. I've called every place in Colorado, Nevada. And so I spent half my morning calling around, figuring it out, going to supply warehouse websites, doing whatever it took. And at the end of the day, it costed a lot of money. We had to pay $100 in overnight shipping and all this extra money, but that's a lot of money to this client. And that's money well spent, though, because the cost of missing the loan is tens of thousands of dollars. And so all I'm saying is you got to be resilient. Like, we could have easily just said, sorry, they're 2 to 3 months out, and made 4 or 5 phone calls and been like, what else do you want us to do? But when you're providing a good customer service, you got to be resilient. You got to figure things out. And if your subcontractor says you can't get a certain material, oh, I can't get wire, I can't get copper, I can't get the piping, I can't get it. Well, get it, because it's on you now. And you got to be resilient. Act like you're a salesman. Act like you got to find this out. I'll give you one more example. There's a yoke that was needed for the underground water to go into the house, and without the yoke, we couldn't get water into the house. And Ferguson, the largest supplier in the country, a $22 billion company, said that they were a year out on yokes, a year. And I called in every favor I had. I finally called a guy I used to work in a restaurant with who worked for Ferguson, and he was able to find literally the last one that existed in the entire country. It was in Washington State. And so these guys, so he shipped us, you know, we had to pay a rush charge on it. We had to pay extra for it, but we literally got the last yoke in the entire country, literally. And that's what it takes. It takes going outside, going above and beyond, doing things for your clients that, you know, and they don't necessarily recognize that. They don't know that we did that, but they do know that their house is complete and the neighbor's house isn't complete. And the reason is that neighbor house isn't complete is because they're still waiting on certain items that they need to get water to the house, the fire strobes to get a CO, and without those items, they can't get a CO. So the house is sitting there vacant while your clients are living in their house for the last 3 months. So those efforts may not be seen up front, but they are recognized at the end when they're sitting inside their house and people around them aren't. So going above and beyond is what I'm talking about today. Being resilient is what I'm talking about today. And just doing what it takes is what I'm talking about today. You know, you are a general contractor, you are a leader, you are a salesman, you're a customer service rep, you're an HR representative, you are all the above as a general contractor, and you got to make sure that you're going above and beyond for your clients, for yourself, for your business. That's good customer service. That's wowing people. That's getting people to call you back. That's getting referrals. That is what it takes to run a successful construction company in my eyes. So that's all I got for you today. Stay resilient. Hope to see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. As always, head over to davidwindsor.com and get your free downloadable templates. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you. I just appreciate you. Have a great day. Thanks.